Hey everybody, morning again. Well, oh yeah, it's still good morning. Um, this video is dedicated to a couple of developers, like 12, that I'm training for the BD platform and other platforms, WordPress, PrestaShop, Magento, etc. And the previous videos, a couple of previous videos that I did talked about this code, and another one talked about this code. So this code is in regards to the sidebar that shows this, so that on BD, fresh here, on BD, if you make the screen smaller, the sidebar, this was ending up down here, okay? But I left the video half baked for the developers, okay? So the challenge for this code was, okay, if they look at the code, developers, um, you'll notice that the code will kick in. You can see that the 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 sidebar was on the left, fresh. You can see here on the left, and then the content on the right. But if I went to phone mode, mobile mode, you see that it goes at the top because of the code, and the content is at the bottom. The challenge was, what happens if I go from mobile to desktop again? This happens. I don't see the thing there, and thing just broke. So the challenge was to fix that. Let's see what they came up with. Okay. For the one above, for the one above, this I didn't mention in the video, but the challenge was the following. The code was done in such a way that it would work nicely here, but if somebody added specific, let's say, input device here, this would break automatically. Um, and it basically was tied to developers learning about this specific platform, but also apply to other platforms. So let's tackle this one first. So this part, as a developer, if you saw this, you would notice that you can reuse this too. Actually, just put them out. Not needed there because we already created the element. We already have the mommy element and the baby element. We don't need to. They don't change. You go from phone to desktop, desktop to phone. What does change is the behavior in which we're tackling this here. Okay. So if we're on the phone, which is this, then we strip the mommy element. We take away the baby element from the mommy element, and then we put it back at the top. At the top, prepend something, basically appending it to the beginning, to the top of that pairing element. Is the mommy element. What you needed to do in the else statement was the following. Nothing more. That was it. That was all. Um, three of you actually passed this a different way, shorter version. That's why I intentionally put names like this so it's familiar. Let's try it out. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm in desktop mode. I go to phone mode. Still working. There. Okay. See that it's on the phone. Then I go to desktop and voila. Have it back. I also got a question. How do we make sure that this only applies to search results? Two ways. Either you make this more specific to the search results. I mean, with the member results, that's more than enough. But in case it's affecting you, put a PHP rule like this. Something like, well, if we're in the search results pages, listing pages, whatever the name of this search results page is, then execute the script here, and you're done. But you can see with this simple script now, I just code. That's it. End up having a sidebar that can go from desktop to phone, phone to desktop without any. That was it. Now, let's tackle this so that we can move on with the point of the video, which is how to customize a whole bunch of things to make it look more pretty, more accessible for the users. And so um, this one is tackling the fact that, and this was a previous video, where you didn't want people to click on the save and continue unless they actually selected something here. Okay, but I made a sabotage the whole thing here. So now this is breaking because they join our newsletter. Join our newsletters here. So what does this have to do with it? With this breaking? It has to do with the fact that because this is a form, that the thing is disabled here. Okay, and this form shows as the first form before this one gets rendered. Like this one is actually hidden away somewhere here at the top. Okay, and before this got rendered, this one actually got rendered first. So if you look at the code, you're seeing that I'm trying to grab the submit button from a a form that's there somewhere. And because of the code that I have here, it actually ended up matching against this submit button. You can see that it's disabled instead of this submit button. So there's a couple of ways that you can try to handle this. Okay, I could say 0 again. Should work with the 0 there if this is 0 when I'm processing the page. It is not. So that means that there's, oh wait, did it refresh? Refresh here? Okay, there we go. So this is the 0. The 0, and this is the, in just in case for non-developers, in arrays, 0 is the first element. So if you have an array of elements like this, 3, 5, something, some letter, I don't know, F, then 3 is position 0. Then 5 is position 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 5 elements, and when you talk about the position, the index, then this is the 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, and so forth. So from the index perspective, there's 4, up to 4 index, and from the how many elements, there's 5. So this is index 0, and this one is index 1. And the developers will notice that I put 1 because in the previous video, you had to search the header. That little search box that you have in the header. And if I apply this 0 to it, then it will actually apply to that one. So this one will be 0, 1, 2. But what happens if you don't know, you're a developer and you don't know if the owner is going to keep that one there or is going to add this one here or whatnot. Okay, you don't know what's going to happen. So the correct approach here would be to make this more specific. So there's a couple of ways you can. So we can right click this form and we look for the ID of this form. So this ID form is here. You can see here. It says member listing details. Okay. If you're the owner and you want to apply this code to, if you don't want to search in the down here in this code down here, you can go to the actual form manager here and you can see the ID here, member listing details. So we go there and we put this there, and now this will pick the first submit button, because that's what it says here. The first submit button inside that specific form. And when I say first, that's why I'm putting the 0 here. So if I refresh this, That's going to kick in. See, I can't select the save and continue until I actually select something here. Now it's not grayed out, but if I don't select anything, it goes grayed out. Now, this is one way of doing it, but if you already know that the selection is going to be unique, first, you don't need this here. Not complicate yourself there. And also you can remove the all developer. So the end result will be this, just this. That document dot pre-selector. You have an ID here. You have the input type there. You can save that, and for sure it's gonna work. And because you're forcing it to just select the only submit button that's inside that form. At least for now, it's the only one that's there. So if I refresh, you kick in, you can see that it's working. Like multiple options, but if I don't select anything, boop. So those were the two challenges. You can see that now this one's fixed, this one's fixed. Awesome work. So let's now start talking about little minor things that you can change as the owner of the site. So some people ask me, where do I change the name? Second, landing page. So here's my new website. Where do I change this? So you go to settings, design settings. Most of the things that you'll be doing as the owner of the site will be between general settings, design settings, probably the membership plans. Um, like in general, the things that you'll be touching are general settings, design settings, text labels like crazy, the membership plans, the features, so the features, edit post settings, there you can find the features. Some people also ask me, where do I change the categories for this? So you're creating an article, and you see that it shows category 1, category 2, category 3 as the categories. Well, you go to the feature, to the actual feature, and you change those here. So that once you log into your member and you create an article, instead of saying category 1, 2, and 3, instead of saying this, let's change that one right now, a live manner. So again, my content, edit post settings. See them here. So you're like, I don't know, pencil, ruler, and so on and so forth. Saved, press here, pencil, ruler. There is a trick. Let me see if that still works here. If I put a comma in the beginning, meaning the first element is empty, then it shouldn't select one by default. This shows because I was actually saving at the, so it shouldn't show anything at default, and you give the person the option to. I might make a mistake in automatically selecting option here. That's a trick there. I would love to put a placeholder, like a little text as I selecting option here. Um, that's a trick there. Okay, so let's tackle this, my new website, the number one, bam, bam, those things there. Those handle them title. Okay, so you go to the general settings, website design in general. Everything that affects the whole site in general is here. So here's testing site. Let me put it like this. The number 2 website. Everybody's always getting the one. Find food everywhere, anywhere. Okay, we can save that. We can change the font family for the specific logo, or you can change it for everything. Since I'm a Ubuntu representative, I can use Ubuntu. This one, font there. This will, if you up the body font family applies for everything, and then you can actually select specific ones to override that one. Okay. I go here, I refresh. Everything that does not have a specific, here you can see that. So there it is, the developer club, the number 2 website to find food. Um, just in case, I saw a question there about serif not showing here. Here's a couple of them, but if your specific one is not found here, then what you do is you force it. And how do I force it? So let me select that one. So let's like that. Force it like that. See? So now I can grab this here. You want to force it. You basically you want because you can see that sans serif not showing there. So just go to custom CSS head, put the asterisk, which means everything. Put that there. You save it. Anything that doesn't have a font family applied to it by default, I mean, then it's gonna now have the sans serif thingamajig. Let's refresh. You're gonna see that everything changed to that specific one that you wanted to. Let me just right click on this one. Just gonna check here. You can see font family. See, sans serif. So that's how you will apply specific one that does not show on the on the options here, general. Okay. And if you want to be very specific at one about an element, you can just grab like in here we got logo title. Okay, we got logo title there. Okay, awesome. Let's put because it's a class, we're gonna do it like this, and we're gonna put font family there. And I have no idea what I'm about to put here, but let's say um, go to Google Fonts. Okay. Be cool to have Star Wars. I don't know. I saw this when I was like Star Wars. Okay, so let me see. I'm guessing the name. Let's just throw in there. Let's see what's gonna happen to the logo. Refresh. Refresh or playing that one. Oh, there we go. See? It's okay. Good like that. Not complaining about it. Sometimes they actually complain if you have two words. Um, yeah. Apparently that's fresh. Let's okay. There you go. Back one is I have no idea. But now you know how to grab an idea from here. Oh my God! Look at this one. Worst possible one that you can use for a site, but who cares? Let's just try it. You can actually visually see how the thing is gonna look. That's my handwriting. Wish. Okay. See, I don't see it. I don't see it applying here. Yeah, I don't see it applying here. So most likely we'll need to import this. Download family. If we need to download the family, then it's better have to have a link to it. You can install it on PD platform. What you can do is link to it. So using, for example, on CSS, on family import, you're able to put like a little import there. Show you. So you're able to do this. Actually, this whole thing like this. You put the URLs where that is. This will get longer because I need to find a specific one where Google is actually offering me that link so I can show it to you. Yeah, I need the specific link to show this. But you are able to import a new font family, okay? And then apply it on your site. Normally, BD and Google, um, it's not that they're making this difficult. It's just that if there sometimes browsers don't support made up Google fonts in a more say standardized way. So you need to import them, and sometimes depending on the format that the font is on, it might not work on a specific font. So that's why you always see the same type of fonts. I don't know, like 50 or 100 of them, always, because they are supported by all the browsers in all the versions with all the font technologies. There's not just one, not true type fonts only. There's others like WOFF, WOFF, and other type of font formats. So that's why you don't see this one's like a default kind of font. But if you don't care about that, you actually want to import it, then you can either grab the link or put in another in another place where you're able to call the files. Let me see. Like in this one, they're TTF. See? So you can like grab this one, put in a specific URL where you can pull it, and then using that this code here, for example, you don't need this all the way that's here, except for this last part, which is type. Um, you would pull it, and voila, you got your baby font, your new font there. Um, I'm not gonna waste a lot of time there because it's gonna complicate the experience for. So now we have this. Okay, let me log out of Parker. And for example, some people have asked me how do I make this phone clickable, or let's say click to call. So that particular one, you need to edit the header. If I'm not mistaken, it's the header right. So how do we know that? We go to the backend, we click on visit website. Go on visit website, and in order for you to see which way you're supposed to be editing here, once you have the admin sidebar here, click on the magnifying glass. It shows you the widgets. There we go. Okay, so now we're looking for the one that holds the phone. So, well, actually, it says it here. It's a menu, like the right, the header right. So let's look at the menu, and the menu is showing like this. You're like, oh, okay, we got the phone there. So phone is showing, then show something there, blah blah blah. But I want to make it clickable. So what we do is you put an anchor in like this, and you need to tell the code, hey, this is a telephone number, not a URL. So you put tell like this, get the phone number there, and then you finish like this, that baby there, then um, that should actually work. I'm gonna save it. I'm in the header mini nav. Okay, let me refresh here. It should actually be showing now the phone in a clickable fashion. If I click on it, it tells me you want to call here, you want to call this phone. Okay. There's other tricks that you can do here. Like for example, you want to make sure that the phone is the when they're about to call is compatible with all phone types. So normally what we do is you strip the parentheses, spaces, dashes, hyphens, whatever. You only leave the numbers. You can also add to it country detection. So if you're in the in different country than this number, then you can add to it the country code. I'll leave that for a developer as a challenge again, but that's possible too. So that's one way of doing it. Another people have asked me how do I make the rest of the buttons here. fashion as this one. Not complicated. Go here first, run. You can see here that it says button get listed, bold, etc., etc., etc. We can just copy this here, those classes. Then we go to this one, for example, and we apply those classes. So that there. Up. Oh my God, it turned into a button. Then we go here and oh Jesus, look at that. Then we do here to this one. Holy macro! And see that the thing is changing. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't recommend the red. The red the red in real life means love, passion, wild sex, or something like that. But on the website, it means warning, danger. Don't click here. What the hell is wrong with you? Um, so we always try to avoid the red. And remember one of my first videos, depending on the branding, like if your branding is around red, like Netflix, Coca-Cola, then there's no problem with that because you're that it's the concept, the idea, it's already there in regards to the branding. But in this site, if I do this, what's happening here is people will, if they see this, most people will actually go here. Are you a local business? Click there. They won't register as a free user because it's red. They won't even click any of these buttons here. Okay? And even if I mention the Coca-Cola case, so again, remember my last video about this. So if you go here, you see a lot of red and all that. But when you go to the company, this is the branding one, they avoid showing red a lot. So yeah, sure, they have a thing here. But if I tell you what's the color of the branding here, I mean the logo type, the logo mark, black. The only thing red is the thing that's highlighting the option that you're. If you scroll down, how much red do you actually see? Oh, how much red do you actually see? You don't see a lot. Okay, so it's it's in regards to the psychology of colors, but only apply web design. Because if you search on Google psychology of colors, I would say out of 100 sites, 90 of them will be talking about the real world. So red, passion, again, wild sex, kinky sex or something like that. But if you go to the website world, then it's literally the opposite. It's danger. Will Robinson. Yeah. So you can't go there. Um, with the red, I mean, unless the whole branding is around that specific color or close to that type of color. You know, pink, purplish, tending to red kind of thing. Oh, green is always great. Blue is always great. Oh, there's like a whole bunch of other colors that are great. They behave similar to a street light. Green, go here. Everything is happy. Everything. Yellow, warning. Red, stop, danger. Okay, they more or less behave. Okay, so now we got all of this. You want to keep those things as colors. Just go here. You don't have to um, stress yourself. So if you go to settings on the menu manager, go to settings, use these options here. So you can just go like this and, well, I want the login to have that type of color and I want this one to have that type of color. So just go there, go here, you refresh, and then voila, now you got all those three with no, that with that color. And maybe you don't want the phone to have that color. So on that specific one, change the button from get listed to primary. Why primary? Show you a trick that no developer wants you to. Wow, that primary sucks. Well, I was trying to do the following. This button get listed, button primary, button warning, button alert, they're all here. Sign setting. You actually pick the default color that those buttons are going to have. So if I go here, you can see that my primary button color, it's bluish kind of thing, dark blue. Success, green. Info, this one, etc., etc., etc. So if my success is green, it would mean that I could do this. That's dash, but let me double check something. Yeah, I thought so. It's a dash. So I need to turn those into dash. Actually, we're going to reuse all that's here. So this is an info, this is a success, and you're going to see how I do it. Change because I have an underscore here. It's a dash. So that's a success. And because this is more of an info kind of thing, go here. And login, let's promote that they actually go here. So let's call it success. Then the join, you actually want them to, okay, let's put it info. Now, see, it's button and then button dash or hyphen info for success, depending on the color that you want, based on the colors that are here. You see primary, success, info, warning, danger, whatever. Let's refresh, and you're gonna see that those are gonna change to the ones that I selected based on the colors in the design set. Okay. Uh, that one's horrible. Probably it's Anchor, but that's something that we can tackle later. At least you can get the idea. They can make some buttons based on just on those classes. Yeah. Same here. You would make that one green or blue, but at least you can see that capturing your attention, especially the phone. I mean, look, it's green, it's black, and you're like, I need to call there. Call because 3 pixels. Okay, so let's go to again. This is the landing page. Was for another video. Oh, I think some people ask me how do I customize my landing page. Default landing page is very. It's just. I think it's just this. So the way that you customize your landing page is you go to settings, and if, and only if you're in staging mode, only if you're in staging mode. Staging mode means that nobody will see your site, and they'll only see um, the the landing page you have there. This one. Uh, Once you're here, again, settings, general settings on the general one, and you select staging mode, you see this. Edit coming soon. Click there, and that will take you to this page that I was just playing around with. Okay. So here's why you should eat chocolate. Again, with the chocolate. Press it there, and if I press here, the landing page, I mean. See, here's why you eat. Remember that because you are now in in a static page that you can customize however you want. Not need plugins that offer you this. It already offers this by default. Okay, so you can just grab one of these elements, you just put it there, and grab this image, for example, this block there, and you put it there, and you something here or there. Click there. You can upload an image. Here's the upload from your computer, from the media manager. Well, from the media manager of these uploaders. You have these ones. And so on and so forth. Even a link you can create your own static pages. No fuss about it. Okay. Also remember, I forgot about this. For SEO purposes, every time you create an image like this, which it could be here on the static pages. So remember, any page that's here in the web page builder is called a static page. Or in design settings on the custom content containers, go to home page, select content to display, and here you select one of these custom contents sections where they offer you these edit settings and they open this whole thing. These are also considered static pages or static blocks. Here and also over there, you can see that you have the little image here. When you upload an image, actually, let me just select one from the pack. Let's say I select that one. For SEO purposes, you need to have this here. alternative text, or else Google will not like it. So just put you know the some text that's relevant to what this image represents. So if this is a classifier for chocolates, so classify image for chocolates, yum yum. There you go. Now you have that whatever there. Go to here, static page, same thing. You click there. Once you're on that image and you select the image and you say everything that you need for the image, you click there and you say alternative text is promoting health and services by loving others. The difference, just in case, between the alternative text and the title, which is this one, let's put I don't know, care and love, like that. Um, that's this is just the it's called the borders. Got the name. The borders of the block, basically. Um, yeah, I think we got both of them there. Let me save this. Border radius. That's the name. Border. Okay, so you got the little title there, and if this for some reason doesn't load, it would show you that alternative text. Okay, promoting health and services by loving others. Um, and that's good for SEO purposes too. There was this. I won't name names, but if she wants to post on once this gets uploaded on the Facebook group, she wants to mention it, that would be awesome if you want. Um, but it was she did a great job for the SEO on her site, and the SEO is very high actually. And the only thing that was missing was that what's putting the alternative text to the images. That was it. Um, so it's something that if you care about the SEO, you have to put. Now let's see. Let's see what else. What other questions I got here? Let me go to the chat here. Chat. Oh, adding custom sections. More sections that are not supported. Okay, so on the homepage. So by default, BD gives you actually gives you a lot of options. Okay, a lot of sections that you can add on the homepage. So let's just go to the home. Once we're here, you got uh, this section, and you can add more sections to classify. That's the one. Custom content. This one. Right now we have two sections. The the hero divider and then something. I don't know if I think these are classified. Yeah, these are classified. Okay. So these two are the two that you're seeing homepage hero divider, which those three icons, which by the way you can change here. Okay, if you want to change to um, that and get to know others, and then here is I don't know, shower often. Yeah, no. And then comments. I don't know. What else can we put here? Green planet. Go Captain Planet. Save that. You can see that these icons are. There's some customization you can do. So this is clickable. This is clickable. And this is clickable, or the whole thing is clickable. Fresh here. They changed. Yep, you're able to change that. They're called font awesome. That's why you're able to there and select them. Um, for the hero divider, I mean. Then we got the streaming classifiers, which you can actually see here already. It looks like that because I was able to say, well, I want 8 results, 4 results per row, so on and so forth. So that's why it looks a little bit funny here. There's no 4. I think this got customized, maybe on a widget. But you get the idea. This is the classified section. But let's say that you already put, I don't know, 20 sections, but you want more. It's weird because we try to avoid putting a lot of heavy stuff on the homepage. But let's say you have to or you want to, okay? You can use the custom content, any of the custom content one. So well, let's edit this one. And here you can see a widget. Actually, I think one that is showing there. You can put as many widgets as you want. I'm gonna show you something. I'm going to go to a widget manager, working on BD. These are the babies that I enhanced or created. And let's grab this one. Okay. Let's put it there on right here. Doesn't let me. Code. I just in case I click here, code view, so I can actually see it. Caves is supposed to be. Um, let's grab. I don't know this one. So what's happening here is I'm actually creating multiple sections with one single content manager here. So instead of adding here the member one, and here another one, and here another one, here another one, so on and so forth, I'm doing it in a way that will let me pressure. Oh, taking a save. Okay, correct there. Fresh. It should, in theory, do. I don't see it. I don't know if actually correctly. If it doesn't, there's more tricks that I can do currently. Aha, this is what I wanted to see. I don't know what happened there. Actually save quickly. Maybe I have some lag here. Fresh. There we go. So the other one didn't show because it doesn't have any content. The blog one. But you get my point. Now with one section, you're able to show not just which fields, I mean which sections or blocks you want to show there, but also in what order you want to show them. So put this one up, save it, pressure. One should be first, and then vanilla one at the bottom. Theory. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay, right. Because this is the one that's oh, drag it. Oh, that's another thing. People don't drag. Yeah. Hopefully this video is helping you. Oh my God. Fresh. Now it should actually be at the top. But there we go. Okay. Um, got the CSS. Let me see what else we got pending. Well, at least you got the idea of how you can add many more sections inside any of these custom ones. So you could have a custom one with different widgets that are specific to a membership level or a category. And another one just specific stuff related to one of like which show about me location. Okay, so that's a good. So um let's say let's go to Bruce Wayne. I don't think this guy knows who Batman is. So I'm in this profile, okay, and I want the member to fill out specific fields, maybe required or not, but I don't want those fields to actually show for the public. So maybe I don't want the company name publicly show, at least here. So what we could do is we go to the actual form. We actually manage all that. Let me put more information for Bruce Wayne because we need more information from showcase. So another thing that people should know is that once you're inside the profile of a member or a post of that member, you normally have this option here enabled. If you're the admin, of course. Go edit listing. If I click on it, it logs me into whoever I'm looking at that moment. So now I'm Bruce Wayne. So contact details there. Let's put a phone number. We got food, last name, your position, CEO, your description. I love flying animals, won't say which, and trolls the pitch black night sky something. Oh, Batman. I mean, you're weird. Um, let's save that. So we got all those fields filled out, okay? And if somebody goes the public profile of that member, then they might see additional stuff here, okay? Obviously, that short description is not showing here. It might be showing on the search results for Bruce. So, I'm gonna tackle this one too, but start closing. We're in the form. On this form, you're able to say which fields are required, but also if you click the gear icon, I'm gonna do it on the first name. You can say if you want this field to actually show on the public profile or not. To show on the form when they're filling it in, it's this one, input. Show it on the public, this one. So I can just, let's enable a couple of them. No wonder you control disable. I should be able to see. So there you go. So now you're able to see more, that you can cherry pick which ones show for the public and which ones show just for you and the member for privacy reasons. Okay. And also remember, this is BD. You can customize it so that, for example, you want to hide the email and phone number for the public, but show for a particular membership level, or just if they're a member and they're logged in, they can see specific. It's the same criteria that you can. Most people actually do the following: they go here, they go to the search, and they're like, well, I if they're a member, then they can see, for example, show phone number, or let's say send message. You can send a message if they are a member. So, okay, to customize this page, let's go to my content, edit post settings, where the features are. Then we scroll all the way down here, the search results for the members. We're on. We click on the code here, close design, click to view code. Oh my God, we're gonna break something. Don't worry. BD has a backup system. Okay, you just select, go to the member listing again, restore, and you're good to go. But for that specific one, we're looking for that button that says what? Send message. Okay, we're looking for the send message one. And where you are, we're very close now. We're very close, and here we are. So we got this one here. So if the this basically means if that membership level where this member is in has the send message enabled to receive messages, then this will show. But we want to add on top of that the permissions for the public or the members to be able to talk to this member. So we'll just add here two ampersands and we'll say what I'm about to put here just means if they're logged in. Okay, that's what this means. That's all. So if they're logged in, they'll be able to see this send message. If they are not logged in, log out so you can see what's about to happen. Okay, going to go to the search results again, and I'm not logged in. How can I contact this member? Oh, I can't contact them. Obviously, you can go to the view listing and contact them through here, but you would do the same trick. Or on the form that's here down here. Again, you would do the same trick. Just hide these options or any options based on the category, on the membership level that they're on, where the visitor is coming from, or where this member is. Like maybe you want to show if they're in the US, it shows this particular information. If they're in the UK, it shows this particular information. If there's a specific city or state, or in a category, or two of those categories, or in a membership level, or etc., 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 you can go crazy and start uh, being very specific about what information shows depending on that member. Blah, blah. So, what other questions I have here? I'm just putting all the things that I. Okay, we covered this one, we covered that one. Adding more sections I've done there. I think we covered all the cases about the site up a bit. Now you know how to do the font over here. Um, the main menu. Somebody asked about also the main menu. Every time you're talking about menu, most of the time it's gonna be here. Every time you're talking about sidebar, most of the time it's gonna be here. Because you can customize it and then it won't be here. So here are the main ones. Oh, before I forget. So when you change the pricing, the membership levels, you have to come to this menu or this menu, depending on which one you're, and change the price there also. So right now, for example, this one, if I were to go to finance membership plans and I go to that bronze membership level, click there. Let's say that it's not free anymore. Now they have to pay for it. Put a pay. And the preferred one is monthly, and then on the monthly you say $5.95. Let's go to the join again. If I refresh, you're gonna see the price, right? No, that that doesn't happen, at least yet. And it's misleading because if you do like that, it says free to join. If I actually click on the create listing, now it's charging me. You're like, wait, that's free to join. That's because you need to edit this independently. Okay, that won't know if you actually change the pricing or the way that you want to advertise the pricing. So go to the menu manager. There's two types of pricing menus. You have a side by side one, which is the one that we have here. Show gold here and platinum or silver or whatever. And then you have the another type of pricing menu, which this one by default on the new sites, I mean, it will show from top to bottom. Okay, so let me. How can we know which one? That's easy. On this page, the slash join, go to my content because it's a static page. Okay, so you know which one. and then you look for that page. Here it is, pricing page, slash join. We edit that one based on which widget pulling here, we'll know which one is actually used. So we got, wow, we got a lot of garbage here. I'm just gonna remove all this. Just gonna put the menu that we actually want. Yeah, you can do that too. Here it is. Save this. Refresh here to make sure that it actually saved correct. Yeah, beautiful. Let me refresh this. If it's using the one that had silver and bronze and something, you'll actually be showcasing that one here. Just in case you're not seeing silver because there's a class here, hide it. That you can see the my point being there's side by side, literally side by side comparison. Okay, so now we need to fix this one because we actually said 595. So we go here and we say 595 a month. So people know that it's that. This is not done automatically once you change the membership level because one, we don't know where you want to put this field. Two, we don't know the format in which you want to put this field because it could be like this, or you could say a month, or you can say monthly, or you can say, multiple ways of that one. So we refresh, and now people see the price, and that's what they expect. And when we click here, they're like, oh, okay, 595. I'm not shocked. That's actually what they wanted me to do. That's good. Um, I think we covered a lot of things during this video. Almost an hour there. Hopefully I covered, I think, most of the things that I had pending to talk about for everybody. Uh, One last thing, every time somebody joins with us, with me as a partner on the 2R software, just in case, Brain Directories, either the maintenance partnership or the premium partnership, forget about this one. That one's gone. It's already used up. But here's unlimited customizations. You actually need unlimited customization, or you want to do customization without paying extra. You actually save a lot of money. Or the mains where you want somebody to take care of your site, SEO, maintenance, etc., etc., etc. Doesn't matter which of these two you join. Every time I join one of those sites, I always check. And if you're a developer, you should always check. And if you're the owner, you should always check for the latest updates. Okay, because they could affect the way that the site works, or they could give you new things the platform. Okay, so always check this out. Um, Always check if the site actually has all the VIP add-ons because for customization purposes, that actually affects heavily how you customize something or how you need to make something work. There's some things here that are required in order for the customization to cost less or take less time or to be achievable. And yeah, those are just the main ones that I will actually check. With that said, hope this video helped clear a lot of doubts and a lot of the questions that we had there. Depending on the Facebook group, sorry if I didn't reply earlier. It's just my kids and everything. And Merry Christmas, big hugs, think positive, and I'll try to answer the other videos that are more specific. A new coming group of videos, okay, for you guys. So that's it. Big hugs and think positive. Bye.